Welcome to the Teaching Bites podcast. Here are your hosts, Fred and Sharon Jaravada.
All right, Sharon.
Hey, Fred, what's up?
All right, so that was a cool episode we did earlier. Last episode we talked about the whole should private schools be illegal. That's pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, but
What
let's go beyond. Let's go in a similar topic or not. I guess I don't know. We're probably going to tangent off this topic, but anyway.
But
Okay.
before you go on, remember these are questions that I don't even know.
Oh yeah.
heard
You
of.
don't even know.
So Fred found these
Right, online.
and online, and I'm just hearing them for the first time. So,
But you may have heard of this. I did mention this last week. Also, it's another
Okay.
one. Okay, so
Okay.
here it is.
All
So,
right.
all right, Sharon. If you had $1 billion, BILLION, $1 billion to spend on schools, like a school district, or on schools, what would you do with it?
$1 billion.
$1 billion. What would you do with it?
So this is kind of like economics right now.
All right, so let me.
Okay,
Okay,
so-
go ahead.
Yeah, I would. Well, so is this like a brand new school or is it a current existing school?
What would you do with $1 billion for the educational system? It's up to you. Would you pick one school? Would you pick a district? Would you pick the whole U.S. education department? What would you do?
Just any setting.
State? It's up to you. Local?
I would start with teacher preparation programs, credential schools. I would make sure that the programs have quality teachers, professors. Classes are small. The program has
classes for
the
kids.
classes for prospective teachers.
So like credential schools.
Credential
Okay,
schools,
we're still
yeah,
talking
so-
about okay.
Small classes, like I said, qualified teachers. Classes, of course, they need the pedagogy, but a lot of hands-on experience. The teachers have to have at least maybe 2 or 3 years of the program where they have at least 3 master teachers, highly involved. Okay, so that support.
So, okay, go ahead.
Yeah. And the program would, once they get a job, they would have the support from that program. PD opportunities, I would provide that training. I would make sure that schools have vision for what they want to do, make sure that they get support and training for that.
Okay, so what I'm going to add to
Okay.
this right now,
All right.
admin has to be trained also.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
going to get there.
So principals, I think, principals and teachers, they need, and you're probably going to go with this, but I think they need training also, the admin, right? But yeah, I think that will that's important. So the administration, they need the best practices happening in organizations, right? In the private organizations and also successful public organizations. They need to learn from them also how to manage all of these teachers and parents and students.
And I would, like I said, the school has to have a goal of what they want to work on for that year. And we focus on that goal and not over inundate teachers with all the new this and that, right? Provide students who don't have enough to eat food.
Are you talking
Wait.
about one school, a district, a city, or a state?
Okay,
or the
now
country?
I'm just saying in general, I guess.
You only $1 billion though.
Oh, that's right.
There's 50 states.
The pie is...
There's 50 states.
Okay, I'm going down to a school now.
Okay, there's 3.1 million teachers in the United States. $1 billion. That might help the stats.
Okay, so it has to be on a one school level then.
A one school level, $1 billion school. Wow, that's a real.
Or it could be a small district then, a small district.
okay. Like
Because I already spent a lot of money on the teacher credential program.
okay.
So I know that's a lot. And the training.
Like taking a
You
small
know?
city like in the San Jose area like that, or in Sacramento area, or like in Los Angeles.
That's too big.
This is too big. Okay.
Yeah, you have to go with a small suburb or something.
Hmm.
So yes, an admin trained
Why not? Why not urban?
or
place?
small urban place.
LA is too big.
LA is way too big.
Okay, how about just downtown LA?
As long as it has to be small. I don't know downtown.
All right, how about San Francisco? We keep coming back to San Francisco. San Francisco is really small. There's what 70 schools, or how many elementary schools in San
There's
Francisco?
about 60 now or 65, I think.
Elementary and middle school and high school.
No, just elementary.
How many middle schools?
Maybe like 15 to 20,
And how about high schools?
10,
Ish, right.
15. I don't know.
All right, so you have those schools, $1 billion. So teacher training, admin training.
Yeah. A good space for the kids. New structures,
New buildings.
new buildings. I like kitchens. Like my school has these pods. It's cool, but each pod has a kitchen. Spaces for them to, like your school, maker space, or like, spread out place, big yard, garden, PE program.
These are all good ideas. I think they're really good ideas.
God, I'm just spitting out things.
So what I'm going to do, so I'm going to add to this, to your
Mhm.
ideas and the great ideas. I would hire, okay, to get the training, right? I would hire great organizations like IDEO. I would hire Stanford D School, MIT, Media Lab, all those professors. I'll get the best thinkers, the best neuroscientists out there on learning, how to learn, what's the best way to learn or learning. I would hire those people, come into the city of San Francisco, small or whatever, right? A small city, and then they will design a new learning experience, new schools, how the newest ways to be done. I'll even get consultants from like Singapore and from
Finland.
I'll get those people also, and they will all work together into designing a new experience for teachers, for students, and for admin, and for parents. I would hire those people so they can design this even before I even buy just furniture. I guess can't do that because we don't know. Ergonomics can hire those people who has ergonomics, like IDEO. They do that a lot too, and other organizations like that. A neuroscientist. I want to get what does the science have to say about this, and they will probably revamp the curriculum. So before even
So you start from scratch. Totally.
straight from
Yeah.
scratch,
That sounds
maybe
fun.
not from scratch, but at least the buildings are there and they can update them. I don't know. We'll have $1 billion. $1 billion sounds a lot, but it's not much.
But when you pay salary
salary.
and
So
health
you have to take
insurance-
care of the and I would love to have pre-kindergarten, daycare for families and for teachers. I would try to do that also. If there's
Right.
money left over, I would like to pay the teachers much more. At least it's competitive, and that will attract more better teachers. And I have some issues with that, but anyway, increase the salaries also. But I would hire like the best thinkers out there. Let's solve this. Just do it.
And take care of the teachers, have a budget so we can go do like retreats or for PD.
Right.
know,
Well, in
just
Finland, I think they don't.
go-
They have so much more time. They only teach like 5 hours, 6 hours, or less than 6 hours a day. That's what they teach, or maybe less than that, like 4 hours a day. And the other couple hours they have is just prep time.
God, if
But they're
only.
also learning a lot. So they're getting all the research. They're all collaborating. So that's the experience that these professionals or these organizations that I want to hire, they have to get that in there,
Yeah.
right? So I would think, because I don't know how to. I can't just drop $1 billion there and hey, go for it.
No. Yeah.
What are the best chairs out there or learning environment?
Well, and also how do you hire the best teachers as well? We need if we were the head of a school,
Mm-hmm.
we need a big panel. Like, we need to make sure we get good teachers, support teachers, custodial staff, like secretary, all that.
That's a lot to think about.
Paraprofessionals.
Now,
stuff
would
like
this
that.
$1 billion be enough now?
No, it sounds like we just have this. We're just
It's a grand thing.
moonshotting. But it's
Right.
fine. It's exciting to think of.
Yeah, see, $1 billion. Yeah,
What would you do, listener?
Oh, yeah, guys, what would you think? What do you guys think about this whole thing if you had $1 billion? What did we miss? I don't know. I feel like we're missing things, and probably we are.
And actually, this is a good way for if you're a principal out there, or if you're a school that needs a new vision, this is a good way to think of how much, what would be important to you as a school. Because money is a great guideline to figure out what's important. So, what would that be?
Check this out. I just looked it up. The United States educational budget for all public schools, it is $216 billion for the year 2016. So 156 is mandatory budget, and $71 billion is for discretionary budget. I don't know what that means, the discretionary part. Maybe improvements and so on. But it comes to total about $216 billion for all 50 states, all 3.1 million teachers, and how many kids out there? 50 million kids? Something like that?
Yeah.
More than that? So that's $216 billion already.
And of course, how else do states get money? Property tax and other stuff like
right,
that.
And maybe
too.
it is enough money. I don't know. I'm not an economist. I don't jump into that stuff. But maybe there is money. I mean, I read articles saying there is money out there. It's just going somewhere else.
And we don't know.
Right.
Mhm.
Anyway. All right,
Food
guys.
for thought. Marinate on that.
And dream big, people.
Yes.
Dream big. All right, guys. Hope you guys love this episode and our show. Please go ahead and share with other folks out there so they can discover some awesome stuff we're making, and leave a very an honest review. Hopefully it's kind review, but if it's not, that's great too. It makes us better. Subscribe to our show and email us when you can. It's either Fred@teachingbytes.com
Or Sharon@teachingbytes.com. And thanks for listening. All right. Have a good day. Cheers.
Thank you for listening to the Teaching Bites podcast at www.teachingbytes.com.